Welcome back to the latest environmental news update. First story. According to data from the United Nations, climate change affects women more than men, with 80% of people displaced by climate change being women. Why exactly? Their roles as caregivers and providers of food and fuel make them more vulnerable when flooding and drought occur. With more severe and frequent dry seasons, women find themselves working harder to feed and care for their families, and also have to walk much further to collect water. What's more, women around the globe are more likely to be in poverty, making it difficult to recover from disasters which affect infrastructure, jobs, and housing. To exacerbate the disparity, the average representation of women in national and global climate negotiating bodies is below 30%. Said environmental scientist Diana Liverman, "Women are half the world. It's important they participate in all major decisions." Norway's fjords are famous for their natural beauty and have long attracted artists and tourists to their pristine locations. However, the depths of the Oslo fjord are filled with garbage, including unwanted cars, which has alarmed environmentalists. In response, the board members of Oslo's Port Authority approved a pioneering trash removal plan that would use drones to help pinpoint the litter so that human divers can remove it from the seabed. The drones will be launched underwater to clear out these islands of trash starting in the spring, and an electric-powered ship with a crane will join the cleanup fleet by next year. Drone operator and tech entrepreneur Christine Spidden and her team engineered the technology of the underwater drone Blue Eye, which will likely be used by Oslo in order to save time, money, and hassle in cleaning the seabed. From Seattle to Malibu to Miami Beach, more and more cities have been implementing a ban or limitation on the use of plastic straws in restaurants. Plastic straws are most often routinely placed in beverages and are only used for a few moments before being thrown out, frequently ending up on beaches and in oceans. It has also been suggested to have restaurants only provide straws if a customer asks. The increasing number of disposable plastic ban proposals across the world, including in Scotland and Taiwan, are a testament to the growing awareness of the environmental effect of plastics. Just this past week, a video surfaced of a diver swimming through floating plastic trash in Bali, Indonesia. In the words of Diana Laughlin, the founder of strawfree.org, "Giving up plastic straws is a small step, and an easy thing for people to get started on. From there, we can move on to larger projects." Backyards are for relaxing, playing, and sometimes partying, but have you ever considered how your backyard can have ecological superpowers? A recent study published in the journal Ecological Applications found that backyard soil can absorb and store a significant amount of carbon from the air, making such green spaces an unexpected and surprising player in the fight against climate change. The study was conducted by Carly Zeter, a PhD candidate at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, who collected 100 soil samples from different residential sites in Madison. The results showed that soil on open and developed land were better at absorbing carbon than soil in native grasslands and urban forests. But that doesn't mean we should start cutting down trees and reverting the lawns. Rather, the study suggests that fragmented ecosystems like those in backyards do benefit cities and should be factored into urban planning and design. Every year during this time, black-tipped sharks begin to migrate from the waters off of southern Florida to North Carolina. But this season, researchers have tracked only 1/3 the usual number. Only male sharks migrate south when spring arrives in order to find females to mate with, but a trend for the past 2 years means many sharks are staying north due to the East Coast's warming waters. Before, water temperatures typically never fell below 73.4 degrees Fahrenheit, but now they have risen dramatically to 78.8 degrees. So why exactly is this an issue? These traveling sharks play a role in keeping Florida's coastal ecosystem healthy and preserving coral reef systems and seagrasses by feeding on weak and sick fish. With global climate change comes a northern shift in most fish stocks as well, and it's important to remember that even half a degree or a degree can severely impact the ability of these fish populations to survive and reproduce. That's all for this week's report. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos. Remember to keep spreading environmental awareness. See you next week.